Mhm. All right.
Laura, stop! It's dangerous!
Steph, I don't know if you're watching. Let's see. I'm guessing if you are, you played the PlayStation 2 Silent Hill 2. PlayStation 2 Silent Hill 2, incredible vibes, amazing vibes, amazing music. Uh, I could never get past the apartments, the first dungeon in that game. The game is just it's that I'm very used to crusty games that feel very old, but that game feels old, and how you move, and how you fight. Um, but the vibes are incredible. I really should go back to it and give it a shot. Maybe on easy mode. This remake is good, but it's too long. It's too long-winded. I have been fighting. Oh my goodness, are you serious? There we go. I've been fighting these enemies for like these exact enemies for like 6 or 7 hours now. At least that's what it feels like. The pacing is not my favorite. Oh, I never got far enough in Silent Hill 2, the original Silent Hill 2. But right now I'm in this portion of the game where James Sutherland is chasing this little girl named Laura. And he doesn't really understand why he's chasing Laura, or at least I don't understand why. I think like Laura has some information, that's the best thing, but it's not a very good motivation plot-wise and for the character. Like, there's this little girl, she hasn't confirmed she knows anything or can really help us, but we're just gonna like follow her for 6 hours straight. And so I'm moving through these spaces, but nothing's really pulling me through. I'm just kind of going through because that's the next thing. Like, the game's design is becoming more visible than ever. And James just keeps getting trolled by this little kid. Like, I'm struggling to take this guy seriously. He keeps getting his butt whooped by a very immature little girl. And I get it once or twice, right? He's a kind man, but like, your partner's life might be on the line here. Like, it's time to get very serious about this. Hello, bug. There we go. I saw I saw a review. I saw a review for the game. It was done by one of my favorite YouTubers. His name is Neryl, and he mentioned a problem the game has, where basically every enemy in the game. That's an exaggeration, but I'd say about 30 to 40% of the enemies in the game. The only thing that's unique about them is their hiding location. Like two enemies in this outdoor kind of alley hid. They hid in the environment, and that's really cool. At least on occasion. But as a result, the way you move through this environment is the same as like a SWAT team. And that just moving through the environment like a SWAT team, right? Okay, I'm gonna breach around the back half of this dumpster. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go like this. Just the vibes just aren't quite right. Like this is a very melancholy game, which is why it works for me right now. But like this notion that James Sunderland is gonna become a SWAT team agent, called in to raid Silent Hill, right? Clean that place up. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel quite right. Anyway, she has somehow gotten ahead of us again. And so we need to take a detour. Now James has climbed things taller than this. And there's some nice cloth, so he's not going to hurt his hands. Yeah. Anyway, you start playing a game like this, and the vibes are really nice, you're getting immersed, and then as the game's pacing breaks down, and the game just takes a tiny bit of content and just stretches it right to the breaking point, suddenly all these things, all these tiny little issues that you would normally ignore, like the fact that James can't climb this, right? In real life, he could definitely climb this easily, right? Like all those tiny little things start to appear. They start to pop. They start to flash in your vision. Like mentally, you can't really get past them. Oh, this has got to open, right? This has got to open. Oh no? Okay. Heaven's Night. I think that's a bar. Okay. Oh! They want me to do this, okay. Anyway, I think there's something a little bit more universal to be noticed here. I really feel like when the pace is strong and you've got lots of new things showing up, the player really they don't have time to let their mind wander. They don't really have time to care about all these tinier little problems the game has in its presentation, or aesthetics, or plot, or whatever. As long as you've got a lot of interesting content just flowing, thing after thing after thing, players will give you a lot of leeway. But as the game just kind of groans on and on and on, and things that used to be really interesting are now boring to me, the game's issues start to become more obvious. This aesthetic used to be really exciting and kind of cool to me, this kind of rusted out, hellish, underworld aesthetic, where normal everyday things like walls of brick reveal that they're made of cages of metal, right, or trapped. I've been seeing this for hours at this point, and it's just, it doesn't feel inspired, it feels lazy now. It's incredibly hard. This game had a super small team. I think Looper Team is not super big. They're kind of an indie team, so they did a really, really amazing job, and this is a good game. I still like it, even now. But the pacing is definitely an interesting issue this game has. Maybe if they do a Silent Hill 3 or Silent Hill 1 remake, they'll be able to jam more stuff in or make the game smaller, right? Neither a bad idea. Yeah, shaders, they're beautiful, and I'm running this game at a very low quality setting. The graphics card I have right now is worse than minimum required spec for this game. So even the fact that it's kind of running and letting me give it a chance is pretty impressive. In my experience, I could run around these people, but I'm going to end up wanting to take them out anyway, so time for some fighting. I'm going to fight this enemy the same damn way that I've fought every other enemy. Shoot their legs. If you can get them to fall down, you've got a free kill. There we go. Boom, and then you do this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, any goodies inside the car? No. Okay, alright. This game's combat is pretty simple so long as you don't get aggroed by multiple people. Okay, I think we're good. Got it. This is an Unreal Engine game, which is pretty neat. Oh, these enemies are super easy. No ammo needed. Oh, alright. I should have dodged that. Okay. I think that's like one of 3 enemy types in the entire game right now. So we definitely need some help. There are these little bugs. These little bugs are kind of throwaway though. Not super interesting. Destroy 50 windows. Shattered. Oh. I've always liked games with maps, but the reason I like games with maps is because I really like games that kind of force you to figure out a sense of place and location, and geography and movement through that space. I'll tell you right now, I don't have a feel for where I am in the city, in the town, and I don't care. The game doesn't put you at risk of accidentally going the wrong way. Games like some of the old games like Morrowind, I think Morrowind is like the famous one. They give you a map eventually, but not right away. And if you want to know where to go, I kid you not, you actually have to go look and find like the street signs. And you have to find signs like on the path that tell you, hey, you can take this fork to go to this city or this fork to go to this cliff or something, right? Here, I press M and I see a little green dot. The map would be fine, I think. But I don't know. I kind of wish they didn't tell you exactly where you were. They do, I've got the street names, so if I really want to know and be immersed and have to figure out where I am and keep that in mind, then I could go look. I could go look at the nearby street signs, right? Can I find one? Can I find one that says Rendell Street? I'm curious. This is trying to be a realistic city, well, to a certain extent. Can I find any signs that say Rendell City? No. There's this assumption that everyone's just going to be looking at the map, which magically tells James that he is on, Rendell Street. And, that's kind of feels like I'm sitting on the Universal Studios thrill ride. And I'm just kind of, I'm going to get the fun scares, as I get them. It's a good question. If I don't have the map, is it more fun or more frustrating? Well, I think the player probably needs a map of some sort. They need some way to get around, and then they need a way, especially if they're not going to have the game just tell them. They need a way to go look around and find out where they are. So it's a lot of work for game designers and environmental artists, but like they could have put a sign, a big sign, not a big sign, that would be unrealistic, but they could have put some signs at the intersections and the turns that say Rendell Street, right? And so, I could look at my map and not see my green icon, but I could see that, oh, I'm on Rendell Street, oh, it's down there, oh, that's where I'm at, right? This game draws on your map a lot to try and helps you solve puzzles and remember where things are. I think that's legit. Most players are going to get wrecked if that doesn't happen. When Greek Tragedy first came out, the demo first came out, a really interesting moment of excitement for a lot of people was the game would actually prompt you to go grab a notepad and a piece of paper and a pencil or something to write with. And we put players into that mood of like, hey, like you're gonna need to pay some attention here. This is serious, and you're gonna have to like write things down. People really liked that. We ended up taking it away, and I think that might have been a mistake. I think that may have been a mistake because you tell someone like, hey, you might have to draw some things if you want to remember where they are, right? Or what's at a certain location, or something that they saw. Kind of like the adventure game style, right? With Monkey Island. People get really invested if you have them do that, if you prompt them to do that. They'll play along. Anyway, okay, hello. So this is the same enemy I've killed like 3 of around here, just on this street. The only difference is that like the location I'm fighting the enemy in is a little bit more constrained and confined. That's it. It's the only thing that's changed. And it kind of stinks. Hello. This person's gonna crawl over me. Yeah. Oh yeah. Again, I'm critiquing this game a lot, but that's because I've got a fellow game dev here. How many people download Greek Tragedy? So I've got a spreadsheet that kind of tracks this over time. I think we're at like a couple thousand across Steam and itch.io. Not a super good result, actually. I know it's kind of a niche genre, but the big problem we had with Greek Tragedy is that when I was designing it and when we were arting it, the game just has nothing that pops, nothing that grabs your attention and won't let go, right? Like, it's weird to think of it like this, but it is what I would describe as a safe survival horror game. It doesn't push the envelope in terms of things like gore. It doesn't have subject matter that people might consider a bit taboo. It doesn't take its main concept of a college-themed survival horror and really drill into the college theming, right? It's kind of a survival horror game set in a college rather than a college survival horror game. This is all to say, I think, oh my god. Well, what a hiding place. I do like how cute it is that, the game notices that you've seen the enemy. The game notices that you've seen the enemy, and it's like, oops. And it blinks like that. And it's not scary. I feel like I'm playing hide and seek with these monsters. And, oh, okay. What? No. In any case, yeah, Greek Tragedy. For the amount of time we put into it and the amount of money, I think it's good. I don't overall think it's a good game. I think it's okay. I think if you're starving for that kind of game, it will satiate you for a bit. But I don't think it's exceptional in pretty much any way. There are a couple things in that game that are unique, and I haven't really seen anywhere else. But they're small. Like, the core of the game is it's kind of pedestrian, you know. And my publisher would maybe not be super excited about hearing me say that. But that's simply the situation, and we're gonna look at future games, and we're gonna see if we can do a better job. Dude, what are you doing under there? Come on, man. Come on, man. Look at this guy. Come on. What are you doing? Get out of here. Oh, okay. See ya. Hello. All right, dude. Yeah. I played the demo though. Yeah, you played the demo through. Yeah, I remember that. Yep. Well, I'll tell you, in my opinion, yeah, he was just saying hi to me, and I whacked him. You're right. James has gone off the deep end here. He's very angry. He's very angry, but he keeps getting his butt kicked by this little girl. Oh my god! Seriously? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Yeah, alright. Go away. You lured him out from under the bus and whacked him. Yeah, it's not very nice. Not super nice. No, sorry. I played the demo though. Yeah, well, I was gonna say, in my opinion, the demo was the best part. I think there are some decent things later in the game, but the density just isn't as good as the start of the game. Like, that part where you're in the dorm and you're reading notes and you're grabbing items, trying to get the TV turned on, trying to get the laundry open, that feels like the tightest bit of game design in the entire game to me. Yeah. I kind of sort of like the very final boss that no one gets to unless they get the super secret ending. I kind of like that. But, like, I don't know. It's a game that's going to come out and I'm probably not going to talk about it very much. That's just my feeling. I'm not doing a super good job on my SWAT team. Here we are. Oh my god. Okay. This is not on easy difficulty. This is on the normal difficulty. In Resident Evil 2 Remake, I'd be sweating bullets right now. I'd have no bullets left. I'd be freaking out. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I got 2 zombies down this hallway. I got no bullets left. That game I remember being very hard. I had to restart Resident Evil 2 Remake because I reached a boss and I didn't have enough ammo to beat him. I played through the first part of the game again. I started again, got to him again, and I had way more ammo. It's a really good sign that your game is deep, right? The difference between someone who has no experience and someone who has some experience is very noticeable, right? And this game has that too, in its combat, at least. Hello. Gimme. The residents of Silent Hill were hardcore. They were packing. Oh my god. Imagine walking out of your home. I want to know what the Zillow in this home looks like right here. Like, is it still rising at 3%, or are they in a bit of a lull, or what? Imagine walking out of your home and right into the underworld abyss of metal and steel grates and Pyramid Head saying hello. I've seen worse in Detroit. Maybe they're inspired by it. I don't know. I hope not. I have never seen. I've never seen anything that bad in the D. Then again, like typically when I go to the D, I'm mainly just downtown or along Woodward or doing something in Corktown or whatever. I don't really go into the residential areas, which I know are struggling. Oh, can I go in there? No. Oh, okay. An environmental artist always has like this risk that they accidentally make something that the player wants to interact with, and it's not interactive, right? It's like, so the environmental artist thinks they're doing something really cool here, and they kind of are. I kind of like it. That looks a bit weird, like the floating chunks of wood that are not attached to anything. But they made this gap like the perfect size. It's the same size as everything else that James climbs under. So when I see that, I'm mashing E, and nothing happens, and I feel as a player, my immersion takes a hit right there. As a game developer, I'm like, yeah, like what do you want to do? Like, this is gonna happen. A fun thing, the environmental artist had a woodchuck problem. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we can talk about funny Detroit stories when we see each other probably next week. On Uncharted, a Naughty Dog game, Uncharted 2, I saw an interview where apparently the Uncharted team had built a tool that every time players try and jump and climb up something and fail, it would actually it would leave a mark there. Right? There would be a little 3D data point to tell the designers that, hey, players are trying to climb up something at this location. We don't want them to do that. They can't do that. What's the problem? And so environmental artists could go in and see that, oh, we accidentally made something that really looks climbable over here, but it's not climbable. So we need to go in and change the art to try and make it look a little bit less interactive. Like manipulating the player's attention, full-time job, very, very hard to do, especially if you stink at art like I do. Like Greek Tragedy was a huge pain for me when it came to anything 3D art related or environmental art. You can't just create a cool environment. You have to really think about how players are going to flow through it. How do you want them to flow through it? How much backtracking do you want them to do? Where do you want them to look in this environment? Yeah. Big pain. I'd never really made a game like that before in that genre. So for a while, we just didn't even know what we wanted in the first place. I think that's half the battle. So I don't know if I can remember this fully, but I sometimes describe a universal leveling system. So as you gain experience, you gain levels, right? Well, what are the levels? Well, level 0 is that you look at something, it has problems, but you have no idea, you think it's great. Level 1, if you are a level 1 artist, you look at something and you can tell there's a problem, but you don't know what it is. Level 2 artist can look at something, know there's a problem, and point out what it probably is, but they can't fix it. Level 3 artist detects there's a problem, knows what the problem is, and can kind of slowly and haphazardly fix it. And level 4 artists, max level artist, can detect the problem, right? Knows that there is a problem, knows what the problem is, and can fix it super quickly, okay? Or to a very high level. Can fix it efficiently and optimally. And like, if you look at me, like, as far as 3D art goes, I'm currently like, I think a level 1 or maybe a 2 in some areas. On occasion, I can fix the things super haphazardly. So I'm a blend between level 1, 2, and 3 everywhere. Stephanie sees something, immediately has a strong opinion about it, right? So she's definitely level 1. She can then tell me usually exactly what the problem is. She can then tell me how to fix it, and if she had her hands on the problem, she could fix it way faster and much better than I ever could. So definite level four confirmed OP artist stuff. um, yeah, this environment I've been exposed to it for so long that it just never. What level is a sandwich artist? Well, that's like a category. So you could have really bad sandwich artists, and you could have really good sandwich artists, right? Oh, are you talking like what level of a sandwich artist am I? I detected there's a problem, and I couldn't really fix it. So I think I'm a level 2 to 3, like I'm a level 2.5 sandwich artist. Workable, workable, and I feel like yeah, I don't know. I feel like when you start dipping in a few areas into the level 3 and level 4, that's when it gets really fun and it starts to actually snowball. I remember when I was learning programming, and for the longest time, it was just a huge pain. Like my courses, my instructors had to drag me through those courses, right? Um, because it was not very fun, like just pounding my head against C++ for hours at a time and getting nowhere. The and getting nowhere is a huge deal, right? If you're moving, like if you've got momentum, right, you're spending a lot of time, but you're getting a lot of gains out of it. Um, it's just vastly easier, at least for me, to keep my morale up and rock and roll, and that causes the learning curve to just actually explode and snowball. That positive feedback loop of, hey, I'm starting to move, right? Well, you're starting to move, which means you're going to do more things, which means you're going to learn faster, which means you can do more things, which means you're going to learn faster. And eventually, I got to the point where I am now, where like programming is like frictionless for the most part. It's fun, it feels good, I can move super fast, um, and it's just not a pain. I've had there.
Laura, please, wait!
James has been trolled by this little girl on numerous occasions, including he has been locked in a room with a psychopathic meat blob called Fleshlip. That's the boss of the hospital. Um, and James is still just very chill with Laura. Like, the moment she tries to kill me, conversations with her are going to become much more serious. Especially if information is required from her, like to save a loved one. Like the pistol's gonna come out, and we gotta get serious, Laura. Okay, James is not serious. He is artificially nice and soft right now, and so I'm not jiving with James the way I could. Okay. SWAT team, your onion to sauce ratio needs work. I think my big problem was the positioning of my sauce and onion. That's like a confirmed level 3, no, level 2 sandwich artist, because I can tell you what my problems were. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a good job fixing them next time. Oh? Uh-oh. Hello? Where am I on this map? Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this is terrifying, actually. I do need that light. Did you see that sequence? Someone's walking toward me, my light is starting to die. This sounds like the kind of enemy I haven't fought before, or it sounds like Pyramid Head, which means I'm gonna have to bolt immediately, because I can't beat that guy. Not yet. And he's just gone. No one's here. That's a little bit underwhelming. I'm a little bit disappointed. What, did he just jump to the ceiling? I do not think Pyramid Head can do that. Okay, alright, whatever. Yeah, that was really good though. Game did a good job there. Okay, breach. Alright.
Laura? Where did she go?
It is cool to be back in the first part of the game. And at the very start of the game, you do get a chance to come in here. This is, I think, the only RV you can do this to. And so coming back in here might give people a hint that they are kind of retreading another part of the game, but now in the other world, he was not bold enough to be stared at from across the abyss, not bold enough to stare into it himself. I'm watching forward. Follow the map. There's a letter and a wrench. Who wrote this? Laura? This doesn't sound like her at all. Nope. Nothing. Follow the map. There's a letter and a wrench. This is in the other part of the city. The part of the city I just left. If you look at that little nub. Yeah. Oh, maybe not? Maybe not? Okay, hold on. Oh, yeah, it's... Oh. No guy has fingernails that nice. James takes care of himself, man. I'm not super excited about what these red sheets are and why I can save at them. It seems very arbitrary. And in Resident Evil, when you go to a typewriter and you save at the typewriter, the implication is that your character is typing a note to be left for the next survivor after they're killed. And so there's a little bit more. It doesn't seem as arbitrary. Okay. I wonder which of the 4 enemy types I've been seeing for the last 6 hours I'm gonna run into first. There are moments when the game does kind of press pause and say, okay, they've had enough enemies, let's not overdo it. But eventually the enemies have to come back, and when they do, nothing really changes. That was scary. That was scary 6 hours ago. Now I just kind of strafe until it whiffs, which it always does. Whiff, right, and then whack. Oops. Come here. This is not super fun. I don't want those cheeks at my... Come on, come here. Yeah, okay. All the grunge traders in the world, and he's looking good. Look at that perfect wavy hair. Incredible. Incredible. Silent Hill shampoo. Picture the animator acting that one out. Oh yeah, the crawling animation? Yeah, I agree. God bless the hunting population of Silent Hill. Got him. Hello. Gotcha. Okay. I'm not doing that for fun. You do need to double tap the enemies once they go down. Or I believe they will get back up. Oh! Ooh, do I want to go in there? Ooh. Do I have to go in there? That's a question. I could go in there. It's just a building, I think. I don't know if I can get back out, though. Wah! Oh, goodness. That was actually a good one. Good job. Okay, come here. Yeah, that was kind of a cluster. The animator acting that one out. They probably hand animated that one. It's really jerky, right? No motion cap needed on that one. Okay. Okay, yeah, I did think there was another one. Okay, come here. At all. Oh my goodness, no way. Oh my god, that was awful. One of the worst shooting I've ever seen. Now it's melee. Oh, damn it. It's go time. It's go time with the next. Okay, got it. Picture the enemy acting on what I'm trying to see it. Yeah, I could go through there. That looks like the intended path, but I should also explore this way. I'm gonna go in the building. I'm guessing this is just gonna be a secret, and we'll bust out of here very quickly. Anyone in here, actually? Uh-oh. It's just go time. If I jump on it, ugh. No, I did not jump onto a demon. I wasted all my bullets on that previous enemy. Some of the worst shooting I've ever... Brutal. Hello. James does not act particularly scared, and I would not blame him. Like, he has dealt with these characters. Gotcha. Let's go. Hey, hell yeah. Much better. Okay, there we go. Double tap. Okay. SWAT team. Wait, is it the SWAT? It's the SWAT team, not the squad team. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Come on. You gotta be kidding. Come on. When you hit the enemies twice, that enemy type, when you shoot them twice in the leg, they will go down and they will stay down for ages to let you walk across the map to get to them. And it's always that case. Like, it's not variable at all. The game's gonna give you time to go get over there and do your thing. Right? Oh, you gotta... Look at those jumping moves. Playing Punch-Out over here. Okay. Oh, I can squeeze through there. That's interesting. I did not think I could do that. That was pointless. Okay, I did not need to go that way. Bullets wasted. Hold on. Another interesting thing. In this game, there are breakable walls, and the team has a hard time dealing with this. They have a difficult situation to deal with. Um, it's so easy for people to just walk past a wall that's breakable, and even if it looks a bit different, even if it's oozing goo, right? Players in the darkness will still just run right by it. You can like see all the layers that the environmental art team, all of the layers they tried to get people's attention so that they wouldn't walk past the breakable wall. And it begins to look really artificial because every single wall that is breakable has exactly these things, right? It has these little tarps floating off of it, you know, giving a little bit of motion to try and get your attention. The goop, right? We can only break these walls for some reason. And I feel for the artists because a huge issue I've had on Greek tragedy is like just getting players to notice the thing and not run past the super important thing. And they always love to run past the thing that they desperately need. At which point they get confused and they have a bad time. Have I been in here before? Oh, there's a bug. There's a bug somewhere. Where is it at? Who cares? It's just a bug. I wonder if it's possible to be KO'd by the bug. That'd be very embarrassing. Hello. Thanks. Health drink. So, one interesting thing about this health drink, I can understand like chemicals being injected into your veins. They have like a very quick and very, impactful impact. But like this is a drink that just is like kind of nutritious. Like I don't know much about human biology, but I think that it usually takes like hours for like nutrition to get through you and actually start to maybe have an impact. Um, and I'm gonna be drinking this stuff like in the middle of a firefight with a bunch of undead ghouls. Yeah. That's cool. We were able to get across the gap. I think. Maybe. Using that. Yeah. Nope, nothing. Yeah. They love to put little enemies. Oh! Ah. Every corner in the map. There's not going to be anything useful here. There will probably be some ammo, but that is ammo that I'm gonna... They're just giving me my ammo back. Try and hide again. Seriously? Okay, now it's gonna chill. It's gonna kneel for me while I get over there. Where's the bug? I know there's a bug somewhere in here. Yeah, and there's some ammo. Like clockwork, right? The game is definitely into its like formulaic game loop phase. It has a game loop. It has like a set pattern of things that it's going to do over and over and over again, and it's just become very visible to me. So I'm not really enjoying this part of the game very much. I did very much enjoy the previous parts of the game. Hello. No enemies on the ceiling, really. What's that say? If you really want to see Mary, you should just die. You might be heading to a different place than Mary, James. Laura just doesn't like me. Laura does not like James. At all. I feel like I think this is on purpose, but a lot of the characters in this game are not upstanding individuals. James, the long-lost member of BTS, drinks his protein shakes and gets a mani-pedi before slaughtering monsters. James would be a very popular man if this were true. I'm sure he is already a very popular man if he existed. Yeah, I can't play this music. It's playing some breathing music, I guess. Alright, well. This is a huge puzzle room when you come here in the first part of the game. The jukebox is itself a gigantic puzzle that has you running across the entire city to collect things to fix the jukebox. Hello, let's see here. What do we got going on? SWAT team. Check behind the door. Get over here. Check behind that. Grab this. Okay. I wish the loot in this game were a little bit more interesting as well. Puzzle items are super cool. Yeah. Puzzle items are super cool in this game, and I do like a lot of the puzzles in this game a lot. If you are not dealing with a puzzle, if you're not in a puzzle location, the only things you will be collecting in this game are either some packs of ammo, or those little juicies that James likes to drink, or some syringes. That's pretty much it. Every 3 or 4 hours you get a new weapon that's just chilling in the room. So that's a really cool thing to find. That's some good loot, but yeah. So yeah. You know, what would you expect to find in a bathroom but this, right? But the thing is, like, this is the only thing the designers have in their toolbox to like put in the environment to reward exploration. Like, if there's no puzzle in this area, then this is the only thing they can throw down, right? Another drink, of which I have too many. I have 5 healing items and then 14 syringes, which are super heals. Yeah, oh my gosh. See, that enemy crawling away is gonna go hide. Enemies do that constantly. It's no longer cool. Or scary. I'm just gonna go through the environment in SWAT team mode, like I always do. And, on a rare occasion, they do get a jump scare on me, which is alright. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, gotcha. Sorry, dude. Just business. Nothing personal. I kind of feel like I'm farming these poor enemies. Come here. The bug got me. Oi. Ammo. I think earlier in the game, there was a little child's cradle. And in the cradle, there was like an ammo pack or a pistol or something. That was really funny. And creepy. The atmosphere was really good for it. Yeah. Question, Steph, how choppy is my footage? Because the preview window is like completely choppy. It's nothing but chop. What are you doing? Are you trying to scare me? Are you hiding again? Oh my goodness. Come here. I'm gonna waste a bullet. No, you're not gonna come out? Oh my god. It's not choppy? Okay. Yeah, I'm really proud of my GTX 1060 graphics card. It is a trooper. It is old, but it is bold. It is hanging in there, and it's doing a good job. Like the game's a little bit framey. It drops frames here and there. It's not a 60 FPS clearly, but game still looks good. You know, I'm happy with this level of fidelity. Take it easy, man. Take it easy. Okay, I'm guessing this is locked, so the big puzzle is gonna be like, come over here. The monster was hiding, harming no one, and I came in and I just kicked his ass. Yeah, sometimes you gotta do that, you know? It's toxic masculinity, but sometimes you just gotta get in there and do it. Okay? It's no rational explanation for it. You just gotta get in there and start kicking some ass, you know? I do like, I really like how enemies will 100% open doors. Enemies will 100% open doors and slip through cracks to get to you, and that's very impressive. However, enemies in this game do tend to have patrol zones, where if you can lure an enemy away from where it was hiding, as soon as it steps even 1 foot beyond that radius of where the game wants it to be able to chase you, the enemy, like, you can be in the middle of a thick fight, right? Like, bare knuckle brawl. And the moment that enemy slips past that radius, it just starts, like, clumsily walking back, and you get a free shot at it from behind. The game becomes very artificial in that moment. It doesn't really happen unless you're trying to make it happen. And if the game is so hard that you're trying to make this happen just to get through a section, the designers might say to themselves, well, we're just going to let you do it. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That means it's go time. It's go time in this crap as hell area. Oh, I get thrown? Boom. Oh. Oh, damn. Wow. She was very, very tanky. I'm gonna drink my nutrition drink now. Oh, goodness. Okay. Where's the bug at? I don't want to go tearing through this area after the bug. Because there's almost certainly a couple other enemies just chilling like a villain in here. I just whack it to death. Oh! Oh! The bug got wrecked in this poor person. Finish off 50 enemies with a stomp attack. I've killed way more than 50 enemies. Those are just the enemies that I've, taken down with the stomp. It's too many. Okay, cannot go out that way. Can't go out that way. I guess I'll go out this way. Okay. There's a lot of effort going in here to make the city feel very intimidating and expansive, but it is very, very linear, which is not a bad thing. But this is definitely a part of why I kind of struggle to enjoy AAA games. Indie games can do whatever crazy crap that the indie dev comes up with, and they are free to come up with some truly weird stuff. Because they only have to sell like a couple thousand copies to be pretty happy. Not the case with even Bloober Team, and they're not. I don't even think they're a big team, like I said earlier. Okay, well, should I answer the call? It's gonna be Laura. She's gonna insult me again. James is just gonna take it.
Hello?
Hello. It'd be cool if that was Mary's
Anyone
voice. James needs some hope right now. Yeah. James needs some hope right now that Mary is still in the game. Oh, okay. People, you should know, the key is in the park, at the feet of the praying woman. The wrench will open the gate, the key will let loose the abyss. Okay, the key is at the park. Oh, I should look at the back of that. Yeah, right. Nothing. Okay. I want to play Ratchet and Clank again. I haven't played it in so long. It'd be cool if this was my new weapon. Not very long, though. You can get wrenches that are much longer than that. Okay, well, park, huh? Letter and wrench. Okay. You see, I wasn't even using the map to navigate there. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I didn't really navigate here. I just kind of followed a series of endless hallways, killing the same enemy I've been killing for a long time. Uh, so up here, one of these streets, Cat Street, is going to get blocked, or Neely Street is going to get blocked. I'm going to go forward and get blocked, or I'm going to go right and get blocked. Let's see what happens. Yeah, most of these are all locked up. I've got a little bit of ammo back. That's good. Ah, I love it. Window topping. Let's go. Alright. Can I go in there? No. Was that? Okay. On occasion, I look at a sign like that, and I think the text is like messed up, and I think to myself, I wonder if they made any of these signs with AI. For a small team like this, not joking, might be a logistically sound idea. It's a big long game. I just wish there was more in this big long game. There's not that much in it. The premise of Silent Hill is a bit genius logistically. This is a game where, like, the whole premise is that there's this evil town, but then the evil town has an other side, right? So you play through an area, and then eventually you're going to be playing through that area in the other side version, which is like the vaguely spookier, usually a little bit harder version, a little bit more combat, some different puzzles. Just super logistically convenient and efficient. The problem is getting players to be okay with this, and right now I am not. I'm salty. They are here. Number 10. I'm collecting all these photos. That is one of the other unique things that you can find that isn't a nutritional drink or a syringe or a ammo pack. You're not really told what they mean. I have a feeling it relates to the endings you can unlock, because I know there are multiple. And I think when you have them all, it's going to piece together the night that James killed Mary. Spoiler. Oh, okay. I thought that was someone sitting. Just the chopped tree. We could make a game like this, Steph, and we could put it in Ann Arbor. Can explore the city, discover all of its hidden secrets, its dark side. Some quick history about Ann Arbor. It wasn't a very huge city. It was, I think, famous locally for having really high-quality trees, which I do believe is still true today. I think the founders, the organizers, or whoever, they put in to become the state's capital. The state, I think 1817 or something. The state, no, so the War of 1812 was a bit of an issue. The Canadians came over the Detroit River, and they burned Detroit. Detroit at the time was the territorial capital of the territory of Michigan, and it was also, the place where its flagship university was. So University of Michigan got started in Detroit and was there for a while, a number of years. And they decided that, hey, having everything in Detroit, which is right next to a hostile border, it's not the best idea in the world. So the city of Ann Arbor went for the state capital. They put in for the state capital. They got denied. Lansing got it instead. And Lansing was a very small city, extremely small, before suddenly the capital just kind of plopped itself there. And so, in as kind of a consolation prize, Ann Arbor got the university. Opening into Nightmare. Okay. Um, ooh, that's sweet. Look at that cool tunnel. Um, is James just gonna flip out when he finally catches up to Laura? In any case, Ann Arbor got the Ann Arbor got the flagship university. Lansing got the state capitol, and Jackson got the state prison. And all of these cities kind of now have an anchor, right? Like, Jackson is not. I don't think it's growing especially quickly, if at all. But instead of going with the kind of Paris model of resource allocation, where you just dump everything you've got into one city, make it a super city, and then all the other cities kind of wither. Um, uh, the state of Michigan definitely went with kind of a more distributed, decentralized approach to moving their resources around. It's kind of interesting to think about. That has, unfortunately, that has hurt Detroit a bit, right? As when the auto industry kind of took a dump, as it tends to do every once in a while. The city doesn't have a bunch of big universities to kind of hang its hat on. It does have Wayne State and Lawrence Tech. It could have had U of M. Um, it doesn't have a. I don't think it has the massive state prison. So it's a little bit tough. I know that the next major dungeon. Oh what? Oh no! Oh, what on earth, dude? What on earth? Interesting, interesting, interesting. Do I have enough ammo to deal with this person? Maybe. Uh. Okay, yeah, I am successfully. I don't even know if I should be doing this. Oh, amazing. That was great. That's the first time I've seen that enemy type. Um, that was fun. More like that, please. Now I can only encounter that enemy type, I think, when I am progressing across a grate. Okay. It's not scary. That attack. I mean, no one, you kicked his ass. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Anyway, yeah, it does. I do wonder how the state of Michigan, how its path might have been a bit different. How different it might feel if the entire state had just consolidated everything it had into the into Detroit. Geographically speaking, like you'll notice that a lot of cities put their capital kind of toward the center of the state. A lot of countries kind of try and do that too. Usually, they find a big river that's kind of toward the center of their country, and geographically, one good reason to do this is like, yeah, you don't want to put your most precious, important like command resources. You don't want to put that right on the border where a hostile neighbor might be able to like rush in and Zerg rush it and take your capital in a couple days because it was super close to them. Uh, and so, like, investing a lot in Detroit would have made that a risk. Now, fortunately, Canada. Now, there's some issues right now, but the relationship with Canada has been very positive for forever, basically. Um, and so it probably would not have been the end of the world to take that path. It probably would have worked out just fine. But it's interesting to think about. This is the kind of thing that playing a whole lot of Civ gets me thinking about. There's a lot of lag in this area. Graphics card is struggling. It could be my CPU. I don't really have a good way, I don't think, to know for sure, but I'm guessing it is GPU. Okay. This doesn't look like the other world. This looks like we've returned to Silent Hill. Probably like Chicago. Yeah, exactly. So Chicago, the state of Illinois has a few cities. They've got Chicago, which just dominates kind of everything. They also have Springfield, which is actually the state capital. Chicago's not the capital. It's Springfield, which is kind of in the middle, I think. Urbana-Champaign is the city that got its I think it's two cities that kind of got the state university kind of plopped right in the middle of it. So yeah, like in some ways, Illinois kind of took the same approach that Michigan did. The big change is I think that Chicago didn't quite run into the problems that Detroit did in terms of like diversification. Like Chicago has a lot going on today, and I think it had a lot going on back then. It's just geographically, its location is more central to the entire United States, which means that it got like a ton of railroad and freight connections, just tons of infrastructure built to it as kind of the halfway point if you were headed from the east to the west. So I'm sure that helped a ton. I really wish that Ann Arbor would expand its train station, and it would give us maybe one day Amtrak gives us a railroad to Toledo. Because right now Toledo is like one of the major hubs for Amtrak. If you want to get to the East Coast from Ann Arbor Station, you have to get on at Ann Arbor Station, go to Chicago, go from Chicago to Toledo, and then Toledo to any place on the East Coast or in the South. Outrageous, crazy, right? And so what usually happens is if you want to go take the train to the east, you drive to Toledo, which is like 40 minutes from here, and then you just park and take the trip. It kind of stinks though. Like, I want to take the train. I don't want to drive and then have to park and take the train. I want to walk. I want to take the bus downtown, and then I want to walk to the station and do it there. Oh well. The lack of density that the country has is just a perpetual problem. There's some good parts about that, but a lot of issues. Yeah. All of these things I'm reading are the same things I read a long time ago, back in normal Silent Hill, which makes me think that this is just normal Silent Hill now. It's just nighttime. Can I go through here? Oh, is this where I need to go? Can I walk out onto the water? Hello. Me and she. Yeah. Okay. Nope, no going out onto the dock. Maybe the water effects didn't look good in the foggy evening, so we're just blocked. Okay, whatever. Heyo, that's cool. Is that Mary? No, it's not. Okay. I love public transit.
Are you
Are you writing these letters?
Are you feeling better?
This place is different from what I remember. I guess things never really stay the same, do they?
I guess not.
James doesn't know what to say to that. It's like, yeah, okay.
I don't think she's here anymore, James.
Who?
My mama. She doesn't want to see me anymore.
Why would you think that? Anyway, I'm happy to see you.
Oh,
Happy to see me?
oh.
Alive. I mean,
Well, just in general,
Oh.
too.
Yeah. I better get going.
you still don't want me to go with you?
Let's team up. Angela's cool.
If we stick together, we might just make it out of here.
Out of where?
Silent Hill.
This town. Silent Hill.
She's like, yeah, James, we're not leaving. Sorry to break it to you, dude.
No, it's fine.
James, you're not getting it yet. We're all dead.
Okay. Oh, you didn't happen to see the little girl around here, did you?
Girl.
Yeah,
Oh, the weather's getting terrible.
Angela. You're all right.
No,
Uh-oh.
please.
Uh-oh. Turn around, dude.
You shouldn't be here.
It's okay.
No, don't talk to me.
The game has another thing where most of the time they want you to be alone. For obvious reasons. The game can't really do its job right if you are with other characters who are talking and helping you fight and all that. And so they kind of have to come up with contrived things to get you to not be with allied characters. You still need to find friends and interact with them throughout the game. Otherwise, the game just becomes too overbearing, too lonely. But they really don't want you to spend a ton of time with them. And so Angela just kind of freaking out like that is a little bit strange. We got a key. Oh, and another note. Historical Society key. That's cool. I'm gonna read that. Made me uneasy to have such a thing. I wasn't looking for the truth as the truth. That's society, so no one dares to approach that place. And I reviewed the key. If you do not wish to stop James, I pray to the Lord. To him, see it returns. Yeah, who's writing this? It's probably gonna end up being Mary. This is probably James actually just telling himself that this probably ain't gonna be worth it, dude. You probably should just leave. But so apparently, the weather isn't something that was in the original game. As in, the weather was not used to force James insane. So far, 14. Now, eventually, I'm going to look at all these all in order and maybe limit to get a feel for what they're trying to tell us. Bunch of chess games, that's cool. Okay. Oh. Not many enemies right now. We're definitely in like a narrative, ambient part of the game. The developers don't even want us to think about fighting enemies right now. I'm guessing this is going to be a dead end back here. Actually no. Actually no, I don't think so. That's cool. Have I searched in here? Is anything interesting here? Just police. Silent Hill, New England. That's cool. So it is in the Northeast. I think it's in Maine. I think. Oh, I can't get through here. Okay. Yo, let's go. It's 1 a.m. It's no longer considered healthy to be playing. It's never really been a huge concern of mine, but if I want my hair to start growing back, I gotta start getting more sleep and stuff. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I need to remember to come back here. Yeah, so planes, right? Trains have the potential to be much, much cheaper than planes, cheaper than driving, and also faster in a sense, because unlike driving and unlike planes, it's usually very easy to get your laptop out and do work or, do whatever you want to do. So your time is not locked down on trains the same way that it definitely is on planes and when driving. So I absolutely love trains and I love subways, and I really wish Ann Arbor had one. Hopefully, Ann Arbor will get a rail system within the next 10 years. Probably a surface light rail. Yeah. Incredible. The designers just have to think of like 1,000 different ways for us to block off streets, okay? Usually it's just the big tarps. Sometimes it's a pit. I guess sometimes it's like infrastructure work being done, like unfinished infra work. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like it's trying to get my attention in this window. Can I go in here? No. Okay. And yeah, like helping people move around is one of the best things that you can possibly do for just improving someone's life, right? Like, people can get to opportunities, they can get to jobs that are in other places, they can go to new locations to try and start over, right? I'm at 107. Oh, no, it's nice. Oh. is so. Okay, I've definitely been. Oh my goodness. Storm was getting nasty. Uh, my flashlight is basically useless. It's fine. Oh, now it's much better. Huh. Interesting. It's only heavy over there. Interesting. Okay. I wonder if you're allowed to use the trademarks of the USPS when you're making a game. Is there like a procedure for this? Is there something you have to get permission for? Forms you have to fill out? Do you have to pay? Interesting thing I discovered is that you'll see a lot of people wearing NASA t-shirts. I saw a ton of them, surprisingly, in China. NASA is a source of inspiration throughout the entire world for many people, especially those interested in tech and science and all that good stuff. But when they buy these shirts, NASA doesn't really see a dime, apparently. NASA, there have been some discussions on the topic with senators, asking if maybe NASA should be getting part of its funding by selling merch, and like the current consensus, or at least the current situation, is that no, like NASA is considered a public good, and that means public for the world, or at least their trademarks and stuff. So I think you oh, that's useful. I think you'd probably get in trouble for pretending to be NASA, but you probably won't get in trouble for selling a T-shirt of NASA. Okay, so I just got this thing, which means I can go back now, and I can open that door that was shown. I wonder how many people will never find it. Okay, I'm gonna go do that right away. I'm worried about moving forward too much, and the game's gonna lock me in to progress. I'll come back to the gas station. Anything interesting at the gas station? Can I go in? No. Okay. Yo, let's go. Silent Hill, usually not this quiet. Okay, so where do I need to turn? Did I ever get my Costco hot dog shirt? I did not. I never did. I know exactly. Oh. Is the game gonna intercept me? I thought I was in the back. No, I did not get my Costco shirt. I know exactly who I want to order it from because I love their style of t-shirt. It's the Tri-Blend from Underground Printing. It just fits me super well, like ultra well. And I really don't want just a crappy half-assed Costco hot dog shirt that I'm never gonna wear. So I might one day go and order a custom one from Underground Printing. If you do order a custom one and like one is the only one you're buying, that's like $40 a shirt. It's brutal. Brutal. Anyway, so I opened that up. I guess I can go under. Okay. Combat. What am I gonna find in here? This seems to be like a super optional thing that I just did, which is very interesting to me. This game doesn't have a ton of optional stuff. Oh, what's this? Okay. It's cool. I feel like I'm gonna get a. Yeah, it's gonna be at least one of the game. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, so the hot dog is $1.50 and the shirt is $40, right? That's where they get you. Yo, mass layoffs at Brookhaven Hospital threaten the institution's future. Oh. Hospital continuing, over 10 people have been let go, which is worse than staff only have. What? There were only around 20 people for that entire giant building with multiple floors? That's crazy. A deadly epidemic. Ever since 1810. More and more made their voices heard. Gotcha. So that was important for a puzzle that I have not reached yet. I think it's going to be an optional puzzle. It's like a quiz show or something. Oh, what's this? Yeah, I knew I was going to find one of these. Wait. It's a photo of a vent. Maybe a towel. Yeah, okay. I wouldn't be surprised if the ending you get is related to... What the... Wait, whoa. Oh, okay. If the ending you get is related to whether or not you can answer these questions correctly, and whether or not you got all of the photos. Okay, well, let's get back to it. Go. Ah. I kind of dig the vibe this game is giving me right now. Not a lot of combat. We're about to enter the Historical Society, a new dungeon, but until then, we're just kind of relaxing. There's not a whole lot going on. And I am fine with that. Fine with that. It's exactly what I want right now. Can we go? Nope. On occasion, the game will play this jingle and go into this camera view when you interact with something, and then nothing else happens. I looked it up what this was for. Apparently, these are moments from the original Silent Hill 2 game, where these are locations that people play the game for. I never got very far, so I don't recognize most of them. But kind of a cool idea. When you're remaking a game that is as meta and as psychological as this one, the fact that the developers know this is a remake of an existing game, it definitely opens up an opportunity if they want to mix it up a little bit. Is this the second time that James Sunderland has gone through Silent Hill? Is he in hell and just being tortured? If this is the case, might he start to remember his first experience in Silent Hill 2? And if so, does the game become more of a sequel than a remake? So this is Steph. Did you ever play Silent Hill? Did you ever play Resident Evil? Sorry, Final Fantasy VII. You play Final Fantasy VII. Famous game. Very fun. Great story. Great characters. The developers of Final Fantasy VII, they decided to take that risk that I was just taking. They decided to take that risk and remake a game and include a lot of the same beats, but they also decided to twist some things, and they made it very meta, in that the characters start to understand that they're going through all this a second time, which allows them to do some really interesting story things. It doesn't completely work, in my opinion, from an execution perspective, but super interesting idea. A lot of people absolutely hated that they did this. That they basically took what everyone was expecting to be a remake, and they kind of made it a remake, but actually it's a sequel. Really, really, really cool idea. Pizza.
This town's full of monsters. Pizza.
James actually commented on this one. That's cool. This Bolorama does not seem to have much of anything except the save point in it, and I'm guessing that save point is not very important. Because we should get another one as soon as we get into the meat of the Historical Society. Am I really going to do this? Alright. Oh, brutal! That's the sign of a team that didn't quite have enough time. Right, tiny details like the pin's not going flying. In any case, I think a sequel or hints of a sequel treatment would fit in Silent Hill much better than in Final Fantasy VII. Because the whole point of this game is kind of a psychological freak out. But it is definitely very risky for them to get. Fans might riot like they did with Final Fantasy VII. Oh. I feel like I'm just kind of rambling. I think if I were to try and become a professional streamer, I'd have to become much better at this kind of like vaguely interesting but not really kind of rippling. That's such a short fence, my god. Some streamers are just exceptionally good at just rambling to themselves and making it feel like it is very meaningful, very interesting, very fun. I don't think I'm really like that. I don't think I've got that talent, or at the very least, it's not really practiced enough to be what it would need to be. Thankfully, I have absolutely zero intention of becoming a professional streamer. And so if I'm going to rant to myself for a while, I need to have like a 2-hour lecture plan, and I need to have a bunch of slides, and that'll give me a lot of interesting things to talk about. It'll keep me on base, and let me kind of front load what I want to say in my brain before I say it. I'm going to run past the Historical Society just to see what's over there. I'm guessing something has to block me. What is this? Interesting. Okay. What? I love it. The fact that they let you run this far beyond is super cool. On the way back, I'm going to check out the other side. Oh, we have a bridge here. This is totally going to be broken. Yup. Okay, it is. Ah, bummer. Okay. In the middle of the lake is a hotel. In the middle of Toluca Lake is a hotel where I'm pretty sure the finale of the game takes place. Yeah, Garage Jack. Yeah, okay. Um, it did not check off anything over there, so I wonder if I truly got it all. One of the coolest things in the game, I think, is coming up. It's a very, very, very long run down hallway in the Historical Society entrance. And it just goes on basically forever. And you just have to run down it. Absolutely love it. Greek tragedy. The modern version of the game, which I will send you if you want it, Steph. The modern, like, finished version of Greek tragedy begins with a extremely long walk down into a cave. It's not nearly as long as what Silent Hill does, but I think it's really cool. I'm definitely going to use it in the future on future games. The reception desk. Here we go. Yeah. So what was the point of that save point in the bowling alley? Was that really necessary? I don't want to fight anything in these super cramped hallways. I'm not excited about that. Oh, okay. Misty Day, Remains of the Judgment. Okay. There's nothing useful. Super cool. Lady of the Night. Oh, Lady of the Light. The unveiling of one of two statues commemorating the love of Folktale. Where's the other one? Is it going to be of the guy? 1916. Oh, hey, what's that? The new clock. Nice. Okay. I'd like, if possible, to get to that long stairway descent before I sleep tonight. Author unknown. Yeah, that is pretty haunting. The idea that someone's going to put a ton of effort into this cool thing, so much effort and so much skill, that, you know, you'll want to hang it on your wall many centuries into the future. But they won't know it's you. They won't know who made it. It's scary. It's kind of cool, though. The mine. The mine, huh? I wonder if we're ever going to go in the mine. Huh. Okay. Brookhaven Hospital. Yeah. 1880. Okay. Yeah, I should remember all this, but realistically, I'm just going to look it up when I need to know the answers. Illegible. Former director of Brookhaven Hospital. Interesting. Okay. We don't know his name, though. That guy is directly responsible for several of the hellish puzzles I had to solve in the hospital. So it's nice to have a name. Well, not a name, but it's nice to have a face to blame. Ooh. Is there anything scarier than that? Imagine a jail cell with that painting. Or imagine a jail cell like Brooks that just has this bit. It reminds me of something from Game of Thrones where they put you into a jail cell that has an open side and you can jump out of the tower whenever you want to, right? Witchcraft. Interesting. The moon betrayed him. Interesting. That's super cool. Such as that of, oh, yeah, I can't flip the page. Um, yeah, so I've heard that tale before. Uh, in this particular game, they already told that to us. So I'm guessing what's going to happen is we're going to end up seeing. Oh, we're going to end up seeing that light in game at some point, and I'm super excited for that. Yeah, let's. Coolest thing you've ever seen. I'm gonna go and save really quickly. I'm gonna. Okay, let's go. So one question is, are they ever going to make me go back up this all the way? This reminds me of a very, very, very long ladder climb that the game makes you do several times in Metal Gear Solid 3. And I loved it there too. Games are usually so much about just this really like dopamine, quick response, satisfaction around every corner, excitement, excitement, excitement. But this is cool as hell. I really, really like this. Alright. Into the abyss. I want to know what the logistics are of creating something like this. I also hope that there's another save point down here, so I don't have to do this again when I play in the future. And of course, there's a health room. Prison. Inmates. Okay. This is a prison. That's interesting. Oh. Oh. Here's the normal inmate. I think it's one. Come on, let's go. I do not have a map for this area yet, which is super cool. I kind of want to make one myself. Cool. There's nothing this direction. Okay. No. Breach. Okay, good. Perfect. Interesting. And they've got more history and stuff. What an office this is. What's the point of these windows when we're this far down? Crimson and white, banquet for the gods. Creepy. That person on the right kind of looks like Jump King. Death by skewering. An execution at the prison. Death by skewering or strangling. To choose his death is the prisoner's last taste of freedom. That's good writing. That's great. Oh gosh. Wow. That's cool as heck. Toluca Prison Camp. Built in 1862, the camp was used to house prisoners during the American Civil War. Converted into Toluca Prison in 1866. Okay. That's it. That's really awesome. I know. Okay. Breach. Good. Okay. Breach. No. Nothing. Breach. Phew. Which way does it open? No. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hello. Hello. I want to drop something down there. Maybe a spare bullet or something. Well, I've got nowhere else to go, so the answer is really simple. Go down. Yeah, let's do it. Might as well. This is a video game, so I do have infinite respawns. Oh, James doesn't know. I have to hit it again. I have to hit it twice. I'm gonna have to hit it 3 times before James will go down. Oh no, I only have to hit it twice. Okay, he's not dead. Interesting. Interesting. What could this be for? Why would you design it this way? There's a wall I can bust through right here. This is cool. This reminds me of in Fear. Oh, there's another one. In Fear and Hunger, you can jump down. You can jump down a porta potty toilet seat, and you can rest in peace if you do that. There's nothing that's ever going to let you out. I like how there are multiple walls. Some of them just have nothing. I think this is meant to make you feel like nervous or anxious. It's like, oh, there's actually no way out. Except there definitely is. I found the first one. The first one I chose was the way out. I wish there were goodies. Yeah. Okay. And oh no. Oh no. Oh, this stinks. Oh goodness. Amnesia the Dark Descent. Oh goodness. Pyramid Head has got to be around here somewhere. Thus far, he has appeared at the end of every dungeon. There's something weird happening with the water shader and James' pipe. Oh, okay, well. Okay. I thought that was going to be way scarier. Alright. Okay, it's done. And it's one shot. Okay. Nope. So I'm gonna get to fight the same enemies, the same 3 enemy types over and over again, except this time. Sometimes the enemies will be in the water. So they will be very slightly hard to see until they stand up. Make themselves surprised. I don't mean to be this mean to me. That red right there looks like it might be a checkpoint. Oh, it's definitely not. Good. What is that? Oh, alright. Spiral wiring key. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, there's tons of things. I know a lot of people who would be super freaked out by this. It's definitely not me. Hello, bug. Oh, bug. Okay. Hey, open up. Oh. I need to have a number. Oh. Oh no. It's gonna keep spawning enemies. Every few seconds. It's gonna spawn more enemies. Damn it. Hello. Getcha. Gotcha, dude. Okay. There are like some numbers I care about in here. 666. What is that today? Oh, it's a Thor? Is that a Thor? I don't know. I don't know what you want from me, game. Oh! I think I saw it. When my lights flickered, the numbers like 3 of the numbers on the panel changed color. Oh, maybe that's why I thought. Okay, I'm actually taking damage here. Yeah. What are my numbers? What do I care about? Hey, Steph, help me out here. If you are still on. Careful. It's getting extremely loud. It's a bug. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't, fortunately when it gets to puzzles like this, I just don't care. When you examine the keypad, those numbers are clean. Let's warn the blood. Let's warn the blood off them. What? What? Yeah, this puzzle stinks. It's supposed to, yeah, it's supposed to 2, 3, and 9. Yeah, 2, 3, and 9 are definitely the ones that kind of stood out to me. feels very contrived to me, the way this is set up. Got it. All right. Cool. See you. Bye bye, bugs. What? Ew. I still didn't know that, which is really cool. Yeah, go for it. I do feel like I'm descending into the abyss, but I do want to stop. I have to keep pressing E. Yes, yes, I'm sure I want to jump. Come on, James, be brave. The fact that he's waking up on his face suggests that he might actually be hitting ground. Well, I guess not too hard. Where is that nice sable red panel thing? Where could it be? Let's get some nutrition. I'm going to start drinking a bunch of random things I find down here in the abyss. Abyss juice. Let's see here. Oh, cool. That must be a piece of a puzzle from the first game. Oh, hello. Uh-oh. Oh. That hair kind of looks familiar.
Ain't no big deal. Just put the gun to their head. Yeah.
Oh.
Eddie. Oh. Hi, James.
Oh. What are you doing with that pistol then?
I don't know. Just came out. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He made me do it.
Calm down. Any idea why you do
I don't know. Came out of nowhere. Tried sneaking up on me in the dark. I heard footsteps, so I turned back and he was right there.
that? And you could tell he wanted to hurt.
Yeah, I mean, the way he looked at me, I just had to do it.
I thought you said you came.
Yeah, I mean, see it in his eyes.
James, don't antagonize the crazy dude with a gun right in front of you.
Looking at me.
Making
Making fun of me. I told him not to, but he didn't listen.
And you can't.
Oh, yeah,
You
James,
can't
exactly.
kill someone because the way they look at you.
Yeah, James, dude. He might just shoot you right now. Oh, you're so lucky. Get your pistol out and get ready, dude.
Daddy killed when I got here. I got you, didn't I? Nobody can do it.
These cutscenes are good. I like them a lot. The acting's fantastic. Okay. How do you still... Oh, there's no zero. Oh, thanks. 107. Oh, there's no zero. How do you still hear rain so loudly at the bottom of the deepest hall of shaft? I would think the only way this would make sense, like sometimes caves fill up with water in a way that's really scary. So the only way that would make sense is if like water is flowing down to us. I wish it would let us examine this guy a bit closer, because Yeah. It kind of looks like, yeah. I feel like you could look at him and maybe tell whether he actually got shot by a bullet, because that kind of looks like a bullet shot to the head. And he's in the sitting position, like in a table. So I'm not thinking he charged Eddie. I'm thinking Eddie's a bit crazy. So yeah, well, yeah, James is way too nice in cutscenes. When I get back control, okay, when I become James, like I am right now, it's a different story. Okay, Eddie, better watch out. Okay, I'm guessing one of these doors is going to be our checkpoint. Oh, you know it. Here we go. There we go. Oh, all right, good. What's this? They still haven't found it. Since he had the captain key, we should assume one of the prisoners got his hands on it. Get the spare from the witness checkpoint and secure the rifle before it falls into the wrong hands. All of these notes are very fun. They're usually saying like, "Hey, hey everybody, don't write down the password this time. Make sure no one can get this password." Okay. Oh, by the way, if anyone has any questions, I'll be in room X, and if I go to room X, I see that they've written down the password. Toluca Prison. How many floors do we have? First floor. Oh, serpent section. This reminds me a bit of how the bunker, Amnesia the Bunker, is laid out. This is the second floor. Okay, so only 2 floors, but the first floor has a serpent section, whatever that means. Oh, it has a basement. Okay. Good. Let's do a little bit of exploring. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, anything, goodies? Why do we have these faces? It's brutal. Got some ammo in there too for a variety of guns. It would make sense why a reception desk has ammo and a gun behind locked like metal doors. This makes sense. The hospital also, for whatever reason, had a ton of ammo lying everywhere, and the shotgun. I'm not sure why a hospital would want to have these things. Oh yeah. I'm not itching for a fight. I just want to look around a little bit. And then conclude our game. Okay. That doesn't look good. What is going to happen? What's going to happen? Oh. Oh? Okay. The prisoners do not feel worse. In fact, they do not feel themselves safe at all. Even the simplest of them try to shield themselves from the Lord's gaze with what little things they know. Instead, they dream blissfully of the sinners that they are. For no matter how foul those people's existence may be, human nature is. And I knew the pastor is in here doing drugs. I'm guessing this is going to burst open. Yeah. Okay, I need to make sure no one's going to get to this direction. We can show them. Okay, it's fit. Okay, go. Oh. Yeah, like you can tell there's enough water around this prison that, like, there should definitely be water flowing, but we should not be able to hear thunder. That does not make any sense at all. And I'm pretty sure I can hear thunder, so that's not great. But whatever. Oh. Okay. I got a puzzle item. Oh, wait. Okay, let's go ahead and save. Perception, I'm guessing? Armory. Okay. Toluca Prison. It's still playing the thunder. You know, I think there's a possibility that this is bugged, and it's just constantly playing that audio now. Okay. In any case, yeah, thank you for hanging out with me, Steph. You know, I feel pretty normal. I'm getting back to normal. But if I ever go silent or if I go quiet for a while, usually that's just kind of me, just kind of chilling, right? One thing that my friends have always kind of said about me, and it kind of annoyed me at the time when they said this, but they say that I brood a lot. And I'm not, that doesn't mean I'm trying to be edgy or something. I don't think that's what they mean. But like just kind of being alone when I'm a little bit off or a little bit sad or melancholic. Like, yeah, I do definitely like to go be alone from time to time. In any case, though, I want to do one final thing. I want to exit the game. Yeah, I just quit the game, and I still hear that thunder. So I'm not exactly sure what's happening, but I think the game might have glitched so hard that the audio is surviving even though the program is gone. So I'm gonna have to shut down my whole computer, maybe get rid of this. I don't know. All right, okay, Steph. Yep, thanks for hanging out with me, and I hope this wasn't a huge waste of time and sleep. But I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you later. Okay, take care, and thank you again for the Duderstat newsletter. 11,000 people is a lot of people. We'll see how many end up reading it. I did notice we were at the bottom. Oh, right at the bottom. And no, but that's fantastic, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, have a nice rainy ambient night, and I will see you later. Take care. Bye bye.